This year, we've all had to adjust to a new normal, but one Union County teenager spent this year adapting to a completely different life after gun violence shattered the world that he knew. Now he is sharing his story and his search for justice with our Genevieve Curtis.
It's hard, but I'm gonna get it.
Do like 2 more.
Inside his Indian Trail home, 16-year-old Chrishaun Hough is working on his arm strength.
There's a lot of stuff you gotta get used to.
He's gotten used to depending on his arms to get around after a shooting left him paralyzed from the chest down.
It's just crazy how a day can just change like that.
On January 20th, 2020, Chrishaun and his cousin Malik Bird played a game of pickup basketball at this church in Wadesboro. Afterward, the family believes someone who had a problem with Malik's older brother followed the teens and drove up next to them.
I seen the gun in the car, and then they just started shooting. It just happened so fast.
Malik, a standout student athlete at Anson High School, was killed.
And it was really like I lost a brother that day. Like that was my brother.
And at just 15 years old, Chrishaun's life was forever changed. But a year later, no one has been arrested. Chrishaun's mom wants answers for her son and her nephew.
Not let this just be a cold case, because like I said, these boys need justice.
He died for nothing, just nothing. And I just want him to, get his piece.
While the wait for justice is frustrating, Chrishaun has made peace with being paralyzed.
There's nothing really you can do about it, so got to try to make it better. I just have a real good look on things. Big feet.
This year, he relearned how to do everything.
But he surprises us every time, just like today.
Simple things like getting a glass of water require so much more effort.
I broke the cup.
As an honors student, he's also keeping up with classes remotely. Through it all, his motivation is Malik.
Oh, yeah. I try to stay determined because, I try to do it for my cousin.
These days, Chrishaun finds the most joy back on a basketball court. He joined a wheelchair league, the Rollin' Hornets, which has also given him a community.
I use basketball. That's my way of, escaping all my problems. Keep me happy, keep my mood up.
Chrishaun thought Malik would be a college athlete. Now he wants to follow that path through wheelchair basketball.
He can't do it now, so I'm playing.
It isn't easy to talk about the shooting, but Chrishaun plans to share his story as a mentor at the hospital where he'll help other people suddenly paralyzed like he was.
Take your situation and just make it better, Try to look for the bright stuff in things.
And just like with everything he does, he'll do it with Malik in mind.
I miss him. I miss him a lot.
What an amazing young man. The Wadesboro police chief says this case is still very active. They need the community to come forward with any information. The chief says they've spent countless hours on interviews and waiting on lab reports. If you know anything about the murder of Malik Bird, contact the Wadesboro Police Department.